Glory to Lord Satyanarayan, the fourth chapter of the Satyanarayan Katha. Sutta ji said, the merchant performed the auspicious rituals and began his journey back to his city. After traveling some distance, a sage-like figure, Lord Satyanarayan in disguise, approached him and asked, "O merchant, what do you have in your boat?" The proud merchant laughed and replied mockingly, "O sage, why do you ask? Do you wish to take some wealth from me? My boat is only filled with leaves and twigs." Hearing the merchant's harsh words, the Lord declared, "So be it, as you have spoken." With these words, the sage departed and sat by the seashore at a distance. After some time, the merchant, having completed his daily rituals, was astonished to see his boat rising above the water. Upon inspection, he found that instead of his wealth, the boat was indeed filled with mere leaves and twigs. Overwhelmed with shock, he lost consciousness and collapsed to the ground. When he regained consciousness, he was overcome with immense sorrow. Seeing this, his son-in-law consoled him, saying, "Do not grieve, for this is the result of the sage's curse. We must seek his refuge if we wish for our wishes to be fulfilled." Upon hearing his son-in-law's words, the merchant immediately went to the sage, bowed down in devotion, and humbly pleaded, "O Lord, I have spoken false words to you. Please forgive my mistakes." Filled with deep remorse, he began to weep bitterly. Then, the divine sage, who was none other than Lord Satyanarayan, said, "O merchant, you have suffered repeated misfortunes by my will. You neglected my worship." The merchant, now filled with humility, replied, "O Lord, even the great deities like Brahma cannot comprehend your divine form due to your cosmic illusion. How then could an ignorant person like me recognize you? Please be pleased with me, O Lord. I will now worship you with all my devotion." Hearing the merchant's sincere and devoted words, the Lord was pleased. Granting him his desired boon, the Lord vanished. When the merchant and his son-in-law returned to the boat, they found it miraculously filled with riches once again. Filled with gratitude, they performed the worship of Lord Satyanarayan with their fellow travelers before setting sail towards their city. As they neared the city, they sent a messenger ahead to inform their family of their arrival. The messenger reached the merchant's house and respectfully informed his wife, "Your husband has arrived near the city along with your son-in-law." Upon hearing this joyful news, the merchant's wife, Leelavati, was overjoyed. She immediately performed the worship of Lord Satyanarayan and instructed her daughter Kalavati, "I am going to see your father. You complete the worship and come quickly." Hearing her mother's words, Kalavati hurriedly left the prasad, holy offering, unfinished and rushed to meet her husband. However, due to the neglect of the prasad, Lord Satyanarayan became displeased. As a result, Kalavati's husband and the boat were submerged into the water. Not finding her husband, Kalavati collapsed on the ground, crying in despair. Seeing his daughter weeping and the boat submerged, the merchant was heartbroken and prayed, "O Lord, please forgive the mistakes committed by me and my family." Hearing the merchant's sincere prayers, Lord Satyanarayan was pleased, and a celestial voice echoed from the heavens, "O merchant, your daughter left without partaking in the prasad, which is why her husband became invisible. If she returns home, eats the prasad, and then comes back, she will surely find her husband again." Upon hearing this divine revelation, Kalavati rushed back home, reverently consumed the prasad, and then returned to the shore, where she was overjoyed to see her husband once again. Afterward, the merchant, along with his family and relatives, performed the worship of Lord Satyanarayan with great devotion and sincerity. He enjoyed happiness in this world and, in the end, attained heaven. Thus concludes the fourth chapter of the Satyanarayan Katha. Victory to Lord Satyanarayan.